If you had a multi-billion-dollar secret that you desperately needed to hide from the entire world, how far will you go? Because I guarantee you, whatever you're thinking right now, it is absolutely nothing compared to what the CIA pulled off in the 1970s. We are talking about a plot so wildly unhinged, so aggressively expensive that if you wrote it into a Hollywood movie, the studio will reject it for being completely unrealistic. Picture this. It is the height of the Cold War. The Soviet Union accidentally drops a massive nuclear-armed submarine to the absolute bottom of the ocean. They can't find it. They give up. But the US knows exactly where it is. Now normal people will leave it there, right? It's 3 miles deep, but the CIA, they looked at a 1700-ton sunken slope nuclear threat and thought, hey, what if we just sail out there with a giant claw, reach all the way down and literally steal it? Get ready because this is the story of Project Azorian, the most expensive, brilliant, near-failure in espionage history.
Let's talk about the math here, because it makes zero sense. The submarine, a Soviet K-129, was resting 16,500 feet down. To put that in perspective, that is deeper than the Titanic. The water pressure down there is over 7,000 pounds per square inch. If you or I went down there, we would be turned into a literal pancake before our brains could even register what happened. Standard state cables, forget about it. They will snap under their own weight before they even reach the seabed. And here was the real kicker for the CIA. This lift was going to take weeks. You can't exactly park a massive crane ship directly over a sunken Russian asset in international waters. Look the Soviet Navy in the eye and say, oh, don't mind us, we're just fishing. You do that and you trigger World War III by Tuesday. So, they needed a cover story, a lie so massive, so expensive that nobody will dare question it. So the CIA picked up the phone and called the only guy crazy enough to help them, Howard Hughes. Yes, the Howard Hughes, the world's richest, most eccentric billionaire who was currently flying as a recluse in a hotel room. Together, they dropped a massive announcement to the media. Howard Hughes is going to deep-sea mining. They claim they were building a revolutionary 600-foot ship called the Glomar Explorer to harvest manganese nodules, which was basically just valuable little mineral rock sitting on the ocean floor. You guys, the bluff was too good. It was so convincing that it actually caused a global stock rush. Other massive companies panicked, thinking Hughes was going to corner the underwater mining market. So they started pouring millions of their own dollars into deep sea research just to keep up with a fake CIA front. Meanwhile, back in reality, the Glomar Explorer wasn't a mining ship at all. It was a floating spy fortress building around a giant hollow room inside the belly of the ship called the Moon Pool. Hidden inside this room were a terrifyingly massive mechanical claw that engineers affectionately named Clementine. The plan was to open the bottom of the ship, lower the Clementine down on miles of interlocking pipe, grab the sub, pull it right out into the ship's belly, totally hidden from the Russian spy satellites. In the summer of 1974, they finally arrived at the drop site, and this is where the tension goes through the roof. While they're trying to lower this 3-mile-long pipe string, a Soviet naval ship actually shows up. The Russians are literally circling them, watching through binoculars. On board, the American crew has to put on a whole performance, actually like catch-on miners. While directly beneath their feet, a stolen Soviet nuclear submarine is slowly rising through the ocean. They get the sub halfway up, 9,000 feet to go, and then a nightmare. The insane stress causes a few of Clementine's 60 claws to fracture. The submarine violently shakes, snaps in half, and 2/3 of it plummets right back into the abyss. The nuclear missiles, the command deck, the top secret encryption codebooks all gone. in a cloud of deep sea silt. So, was it a total failure? Not quite. They managed to pull up the front third of the sub, capturing some nuclear torpedoes and secret manuals, but before they could go back for a second try, a bunch of thieves broke into Howard Hughes' real office, stole the secret document, lead them to the press, and the game was completely up. When the reporters concerned the CIA and asked, "Hey, did you guys try to steal us Russian sub?" The agency didn't know what to say, so they invented a brand new phrase that governments still use today to dodge questions. They stated that they could neither confirm nor deny the story. But look, while the CIA was busy spending $800 million fighting a secret war under the ocean, the global food corporation were fighting an equally cutthroat multi-billion-dollar war over a fake chemical molecule right in your kitchen. Serious. Click right here to check out how a massive race for an artificial flavor yet scientists to synthesize your food from crude oil. I'll see you over there.